got your booty cheeks out, just belting out tunes.
You don't sing in the shower?
I don't think I've ever sang in the shower.
White people don't all look the same, Caleb.
Y'all come in like 3 different shapes.
And I'm size wide load.
ELGLESEGL. I be feeling myself in the shower. That sounds weird. Hold on.
Well, folks, you heard it here first.
This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This is my city, yeah, this is my team. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm champion.
Hello, folks, and welcome back to another episode of That's How You Feel. I'm your host, as always. I'm whoever, and I'm joined with the other host, Levi. How you feeling, man?
I feel great. I felt like your energy's a little down. Remember how I told you bring your energy up?
All right, take 2. Hey, what up, folks? Welcome back to another lit episode of That's How You Feel.
Now that's what I'm talking about, fool.
Anyway.
How you doing?
Oh, my God. Okay.
Name the character.
That's Rasputia.
Yeah, slow.
Oh, okay.
So how are you?
Well, I'm good, but hey, I just want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for looking at our dumb faces. If you're listening, thank you for listening to our dumb voices. We're giving you everything we got, folks.
I will say I don't think they're dumb, but I do appreciate all of our supporters out there.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in every week. This is episode 50. I want confetti things. I know you got, this is coming out like in 2 days, isn't it? Ooh, I'm about to give you some work to do this week. You're going to have a horrible 2 days messing with me, Julia. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not,
to
but
be
I
fair,
am.
she has 1 day to edit.
Whoo! Oh, man. See, that's the thing. I don't be like, I hate. Anyway, thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe.
I hate that too, you know? Like,
check out our... Check out our website, merch, Patreon. We got different tiers and subscription packages. We got a lot of things coming this year. It's going to be a good time, folks. Yeah. So, yeah. How's your week been, Levi?
It's been not bad. Well, I'm not going to lie. Our kid, shoot. Your family been sick too, right, though?
Yeah.
See, our household has been fighting the devil of illnesses for like a week and a half. But I will say, on this lovely Monday, I believe we're on the up. I feel much better.
That's what's up.
And I was able to sing yesterday. I ain't sang in like a month. Literally. Not even in my car or the shower. And I'm a shower singer. Okay?
Are you really?
Oh. Man, Ron and
like you be singing in the shower.
My whole life. But not singing. I mean, that is my moment. I am on the Grammys stage. And I'm getting my award. Because Ron, when I used to live with my parents, Mom and Ron, I lived in the basement. They had like a little pad down there. And so I would, in the bathroom, I'd be singing belting Adele. And all of a sudden I would hear, boom, 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 quiet down.
So you just got your booty cheeks out, just belting out tunes.
Scrub-a-dub-tub.
You just lathered up, vocalizing. I could never. I don't think
you don't sing in the shower.
I don't think I've ever sang in the shower.
What?
I don't
That is my favorite pastime in life.
Singing in the shower.
Oh yes, Lord.
Nah,
the
man.
Acoustics, and then you get the nice waterfall like ambiance, and it smells good, and you're just like literally, you know.
I don't.
My rapper name is Suds.
Nah, I'd be too busy feeling like a sex symbol in there to be singing.
Oh, I'm a sex symbol.
I get that arm lathered up and I see that bicep just a little bit. I'd be like, whoa, Caleb.
Mine's my thunder thighs.
I'd be feeling myself in the shower. That sounds weird. Hold on.
Well, folks, you heard it here first.
Hold on.
No, I'm gonna let you gather yourself. We're gonna. No. Well, no, real quick. What are you excited? No. What are you excited about right now? Besides showering and what you do?
Shut up. I'm excited about this episode, man. I'm just happy that it's episode 50. This podcast has almost ended like 8 or 9 different times. So I'm just excited we're still here.
No, it's not gonna end.
I'm excited for the people still tuning in. I'm
so
so
for sure. Yeah, I am.
Somebody said that they watched the podcast. I saw you at church on Sunday. You was serving hot dogs. I forget your name. I even said, hey, what's your name? And she told me her name. Some woman, I forget her name.
Standing next to Rachel?
She was near Rachel. She was at the hot dog.
Is it her
corner.
sister?
She was.
Let's ask Rachel because I don't know. We'll ask Rachel.
But hey, the person I met, ma'am, I might have been Patricia. I'm sorry.
It's always Patricia.
It wasn't Gail. Maybe I don't know.
Not all Patricias look the same, Caleb.
Yeah, they do. I'm sorry. It was lovely to meet you. I shook her hand. I said, "What's your name?" She told me her name.
What's your name? Is it Tony? Tony! Beep beep, Tony! I can't say the words because we're a PG podcast.
Is that from a TikTok?
No, it's a commercial. No, what is it?
It's
a TikTok?
It's like a TikTok. It's like a viral meme.
Yeah.
I actually do like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that one.
Well, I mean, we had our big Super Bowl episode last week. We are here this week to do our Super Bowl recap. Man, was that a rough game for Chiefs fans to watch.
Sure was.
And we're going to talk about it here in a little bit, but we are in mourning today. That is why I'm wearing kind of black and a little bit darker. It's a sad day, but not really.
I'm not
Here's the thing.
doing that.
Okay, shut up. Don't shut up. Sorry, that's mean. I need to be a better friend. Here's the thing. I am so happy for Eagles and Eagles fans because we know what it's like to win. Now, for years, we were on the struggle bus, which is why it is so nice. Cassie, Joel's wife, actually said it perfectly last night. It was third quarter, we were going to leave, and she's like, this point, I don't care. She said, I lived in the 90s and 2000s as a Chiefs fan. This has been amazing. And you know what? Patrick Mahomes, Kelsey, Andy Reid, the whole football team, you guys have put this team on the map for this city, and you have done so much for this city and brought so many people together. So props on your season. Yeah, it was not our best game at all. But, just thank you for...
Shout out to the Chiefs, man.
Playing.
You guys had a great season.
Football.
Big shout out to Jalen Hurts, though. I just want to give him some props because his entire, team... he has an agent. He has, a publicist, a PR person. His entire team is women. And that's what's up. Hey, you go, boy.
Yeah. No,
the whole team behind every great man is a
Jalen showed up,
great
and
team.
I will say those Eagles came out to play. We are not going to talk because we're coming back to that. So I do want to jump into some comments real quick. We got quite a few, but I'm going to run through them real quickly. So last week, Brinkley was on.
Shout out Brinkley.
Which I loved seeing all the love for Brinkley in the comments. She had some friends that were kind of poking at her, but also some really good comments about Brinkley's perspective and time on our show.
Yeah.
So one actually comes from your father-in-law. And this was from Facebook. It was on the Brinkley's a Raiders fan video, and it says this was from Bruce, sorry. Brinkley, it was refreshing to listen to your takes and opinions about football. You schooled the bad boys with your knowledge. Go Chiefs. And then Mr. Demont Collins, which you know what? Because we have this really cool picture, we're going to insert this picture of Caleb, Joel, me, and Demont. Demont's the coolest. Anyways, pray for Brinkley and all the other lost souls that claim the black and silver. They truly not know what they do. And amen, hallelujah.
Raider Nation, stand up.
I saw a really good picture of you today from church yesterday. You had your Chiefs jersey on. You had your necklace on.
It's photoshopped.
No, it's giving fake to me. And that's not good.
So this comment comes from Cal. Was talking about sports betting. So the whole time I was thinking that was Kylie Kelsey. Great. I don't know who is that. Travis Kelsey's wife. Sorry, Jason Kelsey, because Travis has a brother. Is that Jason Kelsey's wife?
Yeah.
Why are you worrying? I don't.
I know you know who she is. You just pointed out who she is. Every time you mention a celebrity, you always wait, who that? Boy, you know who Kylie Kelsey is. She's got the #1 podcast.
Don't play with me.
Don't play with me, fool.
Okay.
She's all over.
Okay. We're going to do a thing. We're going to start a segment of you showing me pictures of celebrities and I get to guess who they are. Because if you showed me a picture of Kylie Kelsey, I promise you I wouldn't be able to tell you who that was.
Well, you know what? That's actually a very
But
good
if you show me a
reference.
picture of Brinkley, I would tell you that's Brinkley.
Okay. Well, Brinkley, and I didn't never thought about it before until this person said it, but she does give off Kylie Kelsey vibes. And she's got the sports knowledge and yeah.
Someone said you look like somebody else, and I was like, I had to Google who that
I
person
look
was.
like somebody?
Yes, somebody said that you looked like.
If this is an insult.
Well, it depends on how you feel about Kevin Owens.
Oh. I laughed at that.
Right. And then I Googled Kevin Owens and I was like, yo,
No.
you gotta stop.
No.
Don't stop.
Julia, put it right here. Kevin Owens.
Yeah. First, I mean, his eyes are a little bit more beady, but like same person. If I saw him from far away, I'd think that was you.
White people don't all look the same, Caleb.
Yes, y'all do. Y'all come in like 3 different shapes.
And I'm size wide load.
I didn't mean to say shapes. I meant to say like 3
You said
different like
shapes. It's
fonts.
okay.
Like
You
3
talked
different
about my
fonts.
body.
Like,
It's
y'all-
fine.
Oh, shut up.
Also from that reel, Green Arrow said, I made $8,000 off the
Shout
Chiefs
out to
and Bills
Green
game.
Arrow.
I'm just trying to figure out how you do the sports betting. I was talking to a
Bro,
couple
I
of
almost did it.
coworkers. Yeah, I know someone that lost some money, but they won money on the Bills game. So, but you have to like put it on multiple tiers. So I need to learn that so I could make some
Quinn
money.
can talk to you about it. Quinn bets on games and
All
stuff.
right, bet.
DJ QBX1.
That's right. All right, what's your next one? This is actually good because it was about your
geez.
apologies.
Yeah. So,
Well,
Set-
and just to give reference, this was in regards to you were texting a friend, asked about
apologies
apologies,
are for mistakes,
not choices.
Search engine watchdog says if you choose an action that you know is going to be benefit you and is detrimental to someone else, and you still make the decision to harm someone else, any apology is self-serving. That's big.
I mean, I liked that.
Still.
Not a lot of people were in that way because I think they agreed with
Brinkley a lot.
the next one. But I thought that was true. I mean, I think to buck up and actually apologize and own that you made a mistake is a good step. However, that doesn't mean that person going to forgive you because you still got to learn from your mistake and like you've got to change. You got to show like you actually were sorry.
Penguin corn.
Penguicorn. Is that the new animal, like a unicorn?
First
Can
of
we
all,
get a picture of that?
Unicorns don't exist. So
Yeah.
you know what? I
I
bet
saw
they
a
do.
unicorn at a fall fest one time.
I'm not going to entertain that.
I did. And Brooklyn got a picture. Its name was Elsa.
Penguin Corn says if you are apologizing for the same mistakes over and over again, they are not mistakes. They are choices, and you're not sorry. You're manipulative. Oof. Oh, boy.
Now that one deserves snaps because that's truth.
Jason Brock says too many people say I'm sorry when they really mean don't let me face any consequences for this.
But I mean, is that not true?
No, well, look, you can say I've said sorry with the hopes of.
I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying,
No,
like,
no.
you know people that like say sorry just so they can like move past it. And not talk.
Oh, sorry. Like, no.
Yeah. But you know, shout out for all the comments. Don't forget to comment. We would love to read some on the show. There's multiple times where we'll ask what your thoughts are. We want to know what you're thinking. We want to know if you agree or disagree with us. I get it. You're probably going to disagree, but that's okay. I do want to shout out. I don't know if you heard, but it's Black History Month. When did that happen?
Thank you for stop.
I'm just
quit playing with me. Stop
It's
playing with
always
me.
been March. I know.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I did. So a lady, actually Cassandra, who was on our show.
Cassie.
Cassandra.
Sure.
Symington.
Mrs. Cassandra.
Sorry, I didn't say
Symington.
Miss Cassandra.
Miss Cassandra.
So she at work has been sending out facts, Black History Month facts. And so I wanted to kind of shout out, and I thought for the month of February, maybe we could do some shout outs.
I love it.
And so one that I found really interesting was this lady named Lena Richards. Have you heard of her before?
Nope.
So before Julia Childs and Martha Stewart became household icons, there was Lena Richard, a culinary trailblazer who broke barriers in a deeply segregated America despite facing systemic racism and societal limitations. Lena Richards turned her love for food into a legacy that enriched her community, inspired generations of chefs. She opened a cooking school and would teach private cooking classes, and she also became the first Black woman to have a cooking show and possibly the first Black person and first woman. which I thought was really cool. She also has a cookbook you can buy. And so actually, she's from New Orleans, so it's going to be probably more of that Cajun flavor. But I want to kind of get that and see, because I went to Jazz. What's that stuff I like at Jazz? Do you know Jazz is...
Gumbo?
No.
Jambalaya?
No. The etouffee?
Etouffee?
Etouffee. Is that the like white one?
I don't know. I don't really eat seafood.
Yeah, I like it. So
You don't even know what it is.
I've been there twice. So I just thought that was a really cool fact. I hadn't heard, because I've heard of, like, you hear of Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman. So for me, it was really cool. She's been sending out ones that I have not heard of before that I think is really cool for people to be aware of and to know.
I think that is great. I did not know that about Lena Richards. And I honestly, every time people say, do you know about this person, and they're black, I'm like, oh gosh, I don't know. Because again, I know, like, sad to say, I know the big names, Rosa Parks, like you just said, like I know those names. But it's always great to find out about, like, people who, you know,
trailblaze,
not necessarily underdogs, but like the not so well known, like black people who have been innovators and people who have
trailblazed
crawled so we could walk, open doors. So shout out to her.
They walk so you could run. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that's what I feel the same way. I thought it's cool to get to learn some new facts as well.
All right.
All right, let's go to... Yeah, of course. I think it's cool, and I want to... I don't know if you want to take on the next one, or we can kind of chat about it off...
We'll see.
Off mic. But I have some other ones in my...
Excellent.
Catalog. So...
before we go to the question
I just want to
support,
Black History Month.
Hey.
For you.
Thank you. Thank you. We thank you for your patronage and your service. Before we go to the question of the day, we're actually going to give a shout out to a sponsor, a future potential sponsor. I want to say this episode is brought to you in part by Fabletics.
No.
Fabletics has potentially sponsored this podcast. I am wearing the only pant right now. These things are very comfortable. I own 5 pairs.
So are you saying potentially because you're wearing it and you're hoping they see it?
We are going to shout them out until they send us some stuff.
For real though, like we both buy Fabletics and
I wear
love their clothes.
These are the only pants. Y'all, I'm sure the people have wondered, why do Caleb's legs look so great in these episodes? It's because I'm wearing Fabletics.
That is exactly what the comments have been saying.
These are so comfortable. I wear them at work. They are
And if
breathable.
You want to see more of his Fabletic legs, you can look every time we film an episode. When he takes a picture, it's always of the ground in his shoe.
And I'm always wearing these pants.
So
I exercise.
Go get your fix.
I exercise regularly in the Cadence 5-inch short. They are my favorite short. They look great on me.
Is that because you're short?
Thank you. I feel great in them. Fabletics. I don't know their slogan. I should probably learn their slogan if they have a slogan.
Speaking of short, did you hear the reporter at the Super Bowl? I texted you about it, but you didn't respond. What he said about Kevin Hart?
Fabletics. Thank you.
What he said about Kevin Hart?
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
That was funny.
That was funny.
I was not expecting that. They said something about Kevin Hart's here, and they're like, wait, Kevin Hart's here? How were they able to find him?
That's mean.
I was like, that's trifling. All right.
Question.
Yes. Question of the day.
Oh, so the Grammys. Did
you watch them?
Okay, so I did not watch the Grammys, but let me tell you something about the Grammys. I went back and started watching it on Peacock. This episode is brought to you by Peacock, another potential sponsor.
That's right, Peacock. What's up? Thanks for sponsoring us today.
Tune in. No, so I started rewatching the Grammys because I know you wanted to talk about it. And I listened to the opening 2 people. It was like 3 people that sang first. Like Billie Eilish sang first, and I think Sabrina Carpenter did a song, and I think somebody else did a song. Today is Monday the 10th, right?
February, yeah.
Yeah, Monday the 10th. So it's Monday. Today is the first time I have heard Billie Eilish's voice, like singing voice. And she sounds like an angel. And I was like,
okay, I thought you were about to badmouth her.
Like, because I watched the performance and I was like, that's what she sounds like?
Her voice is wild. The things she can do. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No, I was blown away.
It was a very stacked, like talented wise Grammys. So I don't want to go into the whole thing because it's a couple weeks ago. And we want to talk about Super Bowl today, but I do want to talk about Chappell Roan. Because she kind of stole the show, I would say. Did you hear much about her? Or do you know much what happened?
No, but...
Did you watch her?
To me,
Did you watch her when she sang Pink Pony Club?
Yeah. I did. She Chaperone had, this is my opinion, Chaperone definitely has her own style and persona, but when I see her, I only see Lady Gaga. And because
when Lady Gaga came up, she was
when Lady Gaga was first coming on the scene, she was very like wildly outspoken, very outlandish, very just kind of out there with her like personality. I'm not saying that this is bad, but it definitely got Lady Gaga noticed, and I feel like this is my opinion. I feel like that's what Chaperone is doing, which was, man, you know what made me so mad about her? Because as I'm watching the Grammys on the TV, I Googled her. I just Google imaged her, and I saw her without her getup on, and I was like, this woman is beautiful. What are you doing?
Yeah,
I was so pissed.
But I think from what I've learned, she would say that's her point. Because her whole thing I learned is she does drag makeup. Is that correct? It's drag. Because something about like someone called her, said she looked like a clown, which is why there was a bunch of clowns at the Pink Pony Club. Mm-hmm. But that performance, I will say. So I had heard that song. I'd heard some of her music. I will say when she started singing, I was like, okay, she can sing live. I will always have respect for someone if they get on the Grammy stage and actually sing live. If they get up there and lip sync, you lose my respect.
Chaperone is she did cool.
Good. And it's funny because I don't know if you've been on TikTok or you've seen this side TikTok, not this side, but these videos where people are like listening to Chaperone for the first time, like, and then like 2 days later, they're like Pink Pony Club because it's a catchy song.
Yeah, her HOTTOGO song is very catchy.
Yeah.
Very catchy. I know the moves to that against my will, and I'm bummed that I know it.
Well, and I will say, so she won Best New Artist, which here in a second I want to go back to the new Best New Artist performances because there were some really good ones. But did you hear her speech when she won her acceptance speech? She called out the labels.
No.
So she called out the music labels in her speech. She wanted to take that time to basically, to be able to provide healthcare and income, right? Livable wages and healthcare to upcoming artists, and had this huge like spiel about it, and everyone clapped and agreed with her. And it was really brave and bold. Props to Chapel for taking the time to do that. So,
is that her real name?
No.
I don't know. Okay. You know she's from Missouri, right?
Yeah, her album is something of a Midwest something or another.
Well, Midwest could be, you know.
But she's from Missouri?
Southern, like Boot.
Nah, I'm just Chaperone's great. Shout out to you for winning whatever you won.
Best New Artist. So what was cool is, so Sabrina Carpenter had already performed. Chaperone had performed.
Yep.
So when they went to go introduce the nominees, they had them perform. Like it was this whole skit. I don't know if you saw Benson Boone.
I did see his performance.
And they like ripped the clothes off him. He did the flip a piano and then that awkward crotch grab at the end.
I didn't see that.
Well, the whole world did. But then Doechii came out. Mm-hmm. Now, you had mentioned Doechii's name. I had no clue who this girl was. That performance was electric in my mind. It was phenomenal. That girl can rap. That girl, now I can see why she was nominated. Of course, I didn't listen to her before. I didn't know of her, but I'm a fan. I mean, she was whipping out, freaking out, beating it out, whack. Whoosah! Whoosah! Clearly, give me as your backup singer. Sponsored by Doechii today.
Shout out Doechii.
No, there was Teddy Swims.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there was any other performances that were really... I think Doechii's was probably my favorite performance of the night. Chapel Rowan's got the most talked about, stole the show. And then, yeah. And then you predicted that your girl would win.
I had a lot of predictions, man. So I went through the notes on our other episode about like who I thought or who I think should win. And I hit the mark on a bunch of them. Like now, granted, I cheated and said either this person or...
And they all won.
I said either this person or this person. So I didn't make like a final call. I said, give me 2 out of the 6 nominations, and a lot of them hit.
To be clear, for those people that did not watch that episode, he literally said he chose.
I voted for all black people.
He said that. So I said that to him
And
as
in
a friend.
honor of Black History Month, we won.
They did.
No, Song of the Year prediction was, I said either like Shabuzi or Texas Hold'em, but K. Dot won that one.
Yeah, so great song. Again, we're going to talk about the halftime show. He won both of the categories. I was surprised because there's so many songs up for it that were like bangers or hits, like smash the charts. You know, congrats to Beyonce. She got an award for Album of the Year. I still don't think she should have won that award, but I'm happy for her. She got her moment. So
I think maybe she won because it was. I don't think it because it was groundbreaking, but it was groundbreaking like for her to do something that she's never done, which is like put out a country album, and for it to even like be that good and that like recognized. So you know.
No, and I think Beyonce in all of her albums, she is worthy of Album of the Year. She is worthy of one of those Grammys. I don't think Cowboy Carter was that Grammy. The only thing that rubs me the wrong way is the way it all came about. Because Jay-Z got up last year and like he called, I don't know if he called the association out or whatever. He's like, this most Grammys won of all time, but never won Album of the Year last year. And then suddenly this year she wins Album of the Year for Cowboy Carter, which it's great. She deserves the Grammy. She's a phenomenal performer, but I just don't think that album was it for those people that do. I love it, and I love it for you.
Hey, you can, when we do our conspiracy theory episode, you can bring up the Grammy conspiracies because the rumor is that Grammys are bought. And if you pay for enough streams and if you pay for enough plays and radio time, you can buy a Grammy.
This year did not help that conspiracy theory.
Right. Songwriter of the Year was Amy Allen. She wrote Justin Timberlake's song Selfish. She wrote...
Daniel Nigro won that.
Songwriter of the Year was Amy Allen. Daniel Nigro won Producer of the Year.
Producer, you're right. Okay.
Songwriter, she wrote that Justin Timberlake song Selfish. She wrote a Leon Bridges tune. She wrote 3 songs off Sabrina Carpenter's album. And she wrote a song for Olivia Rodrigo, who all those artists got nominated except, I think, Leon Bridges. But
yeah,
Amy Allen, hey, shout out to you. And K. Dot just sweeping.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched some of the performances and stuff.
The best Christian album, I think I predicted Doe. She won. And I think
Why did you predict Doe?
Because she black. You wanted Brandon Lake.
I just thought, I don't know who Doe is, but I would love to listen to it.
Yeah.
You know? Let's go to the next question of the day. This is actually
No. I just want to take the time for the fashion real quick. I just want to
yes. What the hell is wrong with Kanye?
Oh, I had nothing to say about Kanye.
No, come on. You mean to tell me, first off, this man was uninvited to the Grammys.
His wife's dressed in
wasn't invited.
Okay.
Apparently deleted, hasn't talked to anybody, deleted everybody but Taylor Swift off his socials.
Petty.
Shows up to the Grammy looking like some security guard from the 90s in a Men in Black film, and then has his wife in a fur coat and says, you know what? Let's drop it, and you naked on the carpet with this clear... And I mean, I'm not talking like she was naked.
I would love to be a roach on the wall in that house.
I thought you were going to say on the carpet. I was like, what? So you could see it in person?
Well, that too, but also like just to see, like, I want to hear the conversation because I want to know whose idea was it. Like, who was like, did what's his wife's name?
Bianca,
I think.
Sasori.
Kanye West's wife, Mrs. Kanye West. But like, I just want to like,
but not his ex Kardashian.
I want to be like, I would love to have heard the conversation. Like, maybe she was like, "Hey, honey, I want to wear this," and Kanye's like, "Great."
Yeah, but there's 2
or if
adults in the
Kanye
room.
was like, "Babe, you wearing this," and she's like, "Great." Like, I just want to know whose idea was it? Because again, I really don't think that she's from the U.S.
Right.
And I think a lot of foreign countries view the female body, view nudity way differently than people in America view it. The female body is not overly sexualized in Europe, and I think she's European. And so her body, to her, it may just be skin and nipples. And so she just, to her...
But that don't mean you come to the Grammys, a show you know you don't dress naked to.
Hey.
2 adults were in that room making that decision. And neither one of them came to the conclusion that, hey, this might not be the best idea. Hey, you know what? There might be kids watching. And be like, hey, Mom, what's that? Oh, that's a nipple.
Right, but Kanye West and his wife both have wildly different experiences of what we call life.
I understand, but
And so
which he got kicked out.
his
so.
kids, their
he
experience
does have kids.
of life is so wildly different than how we experience life. And I
Yeah,
cannot
they rich.
right, but because they're rich, what they experience on a day-to-day basis is will never touch. Even riding in cars are different. They don't shop for groceries. They don't.
No, I get that.
Honey, we need milk. Is
I'm
not
sorry.
a conversation. It's not a. I bet they've never uttered that phrase.
I don't remember where I saw this, and I'm not. This is not. I'm just. It was funny. It would have been funny no matter who it was. Kamala Harris and her husband. What's his name? Doug. They like their first grocery shopping trip after leaving the White House or whatever, and people were like, because their faces were like kind of down, but it was just because they caught them in a moment. But people were like harping on them, saying, "Oh, now they see what inflation looks like," and they're shocked. It was funny. I wish I could have the real thing. The story, like seeing it in person, would have been funnier. But
I just wanted to give a shout out to some of the fashion looks. This is
make
my
it quick
opinion.
because we are on time.
Now you worried about the clock?
I told you that in the beginning.
Yeah, okay. All right. I just want to give a shout out to some Julia. I'm sorry because you're gonna have to get images for everything I'm about to say.
Not if we go over time. She's not going to worry about it. She's got an episode to get out by Wednesday.
I know, but I just want to shout out Taylor Swift's dress. Girl looked fantastic. She is doing squats because her leg looked great when she went to go present Best Country Album. I was
You know
like,
what I almost
Taylor,
said?
squats. Best dress on the red carpet. Cardi B looked amazing.
Oh, I didn't see Cardi B.
Cardi B looked fabulous. The reason why I liked it was because yeah, she's got some skin showing, but given that she used to be a stripper, she looked really great. And I just thought it was very tasteful. Best dress also, Will Smith's outfit was awesome. Trevor Noah looked great. Even Shabuzi.
Shabuzi looked fly.
I was like,
I didn't
that's a
see
dope
Will
fit.
Smith. I did not see
Trevor Noah?
But Shabuzi
looked great.
looked fly.
Now, this
Was that a velvet tux?
Shabuzi's?
Was it almost like a dark?
I don't think it was velvet. But now worst dress, these are my opinions. I shouldn't be talking about women, how they dress. Wear what you want, ladies. Chaperone looked terrible. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. I'm sorry. If y'all think she looks great, great.
So here, what I'm going to say to that.
Goofy.
Can I have, so I think, yes, she looked goofy. I think that was her point. Mm-hmm. The outfit altogether was interesting. The dunce cap, it was art.
It wasn't my taste.
Her dress she wore on the carpet, I liked much better.
That's what I was talking about. I saw the red carpet look, and I was like, that's not it.
Oh, you didn't see her dunce cap and the...
I don't think I saw that. Now, what Doechii wore on the red carpet, I think was okay. But whatever that plumage when she went to accept what you doing? Fire the stylist.
No, for real. But here's the thing. Yes. But one thing I will give props to Doechii because it was odd, and I was like, I even give side eye. But she kept the same theme throughout the night, throughout her performance. It all had that same gray vibe. It was.
Here's my question about her outfit when she had to go accept the Grammy, right? But she's wearing that. Who you sitting next to that's not pissed off at your outfit? You are in people's laps with that outfit.
But you know what? Mel Robbins taught me this year. Let them be pissed because you know what? Protect your own peace. Anyway. Doechii, you were fly, and I would wear those pants too because it has extra room for snacks.
So the worst dress takes the cake, in my opinion, is Jaden Smith. That boy had a house on his head.
But I want to know the symbolism behind it.
It's got to be some, again, because how he experiences life, that's his reality. And so I was like, oh, God.
No, it was, it was weird.
It was worst dressed ever. But, whatever. All right.
Next question of the day. So,
gosh, we 40 minutes in. We ain't even got to the Super Bowl yet.
Well, okay.
So, yeah.
You had sent a TikTok.
Shout out to the Freddie Show.
Is it the Freddie Show or Friday Show?
Which one we doing?
The Friday Show.
Freddie. Freddie. That's how they start their podcast.
I'm sorry.
Nick D.
6, 12, and 18, and 24. So you have to pick an amount for one of these.
Yep.
Days Without a Shower. Punches from Mike Tyson. Miles to Run. Slices of pizza.
All right. Give me 6 punches from Tyson.
6, okay.
Give me 6 hits. I think I could survive that. Even like if he's coming at me with everything he's got, I could survive 6 punches. I'm gonna need a hospital, but give me 6 punches. Give me 24 slices of pizza. That's light work. And then give me 18 days without a shower, and give me 12 miles to run.
Okay.
Yeah. That's honestly kind of easy. Like, not 12 miles. I'm just saying I could hit 12 miles. But like, yeah, give me 18 days with no shower. I'm staying in the house. I'm not going nowhere. But actually, on day 18, I would step out.
So for me, I would also do 24 slices of pizza because
Easy work.
why not? I could put that down easy.
That's easy work.
Miles to run. Can you walk a little bit?
Sure, why not?
Okay, well then we'll do 18. This is the part where it gets. I was gonna make a joke, but then I already saw the comments come in. But it was gonna be a joke. How I saw Mike Tyson's fight, so I could take 12 punches, but that ain't the truth. But I'm thinking about it. I do not like to not be showered, and for 12 days, that's almost 2 weeks.
I could easily go 18 days no shower. Easy.
Do I get to pick where he punches?
Nah, man. You're in the ring and
And I have the choice to like block or anything?
you can block all you want to.
Because
he's
if
hitting
you look at me, the first thing you think is fighter. He's a scrapper.
Hey.
Right? Like that's the vibe I give off. So why not 6 days without a shower, and then I'll be able to shower for my fight.
Nah, you don't need to shower anyway.
All right. I also saw this question. It came from the Makeshift Project on TikTok.
Shout out to the Makeshift Project.
Yeah, for sponsoring this episode. Same thing with the Freddie show. Was that taking it right that time? Freddie?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it rude to not take your shoes off in someone else's house?
I think it's rude if you don't ask. I'm a hypocrite. I've never asked. But it's
Do you not take your shoes off ever?
not usually, no. Like, and I just don't think about it. I was at Joel's house yesterday. Didn't take my shoes off the whole time.
Well, I think Joel's house, we know like it's okay to have your shoes on. I think you get to know like the people you're around. You know like what their like kind of guidelines are. If I'm going to a new person, like new house, I'm gonna ask like,
I don't think I've ever asked.
Oh, I have. I think it's the courteous thing to do. Like, what if they just got new carpet? It rained outside.
I think like
and you
when I
wiped it off, but like
when I walk in, like obviously like I look where I step. So if you walk in and you see there's shoes by the door, you're like, maybe you should take shoes off. But then like I'll like, I think it's rude. I'm a hypocrite. It's rude if you don't ask, but I never ask.
Yeah.
But because
at least you know the right way.
Yeah, I know what I'm supposed to do, but I don't do it. So after 40 minutes of chit chatting, we're gonna get into the topic of the episode.
We're
recap
gonna
this real quick,
and that's why I'm gonna I'm gonna lead this part.
Bet.
Because
like it's me. But go on.
Today it's been you. Most of the time it's me. But some of that time is for Patreon. So check out our Patreon. You'll get exclusive clips and extra content from this week's episode.
We just finished the whole conversation. You don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, and don't forget, we're sponsored by Peacock, Fabletics.
This episode is brought to you, hopefully one day, by Fabletics.
Kmart.
The only pant worth wearing.
Did we get the Kmart sponsorship?
Kmart, call us. I want to talk business.
Okay. Hey, I'm wanting those Joe Boxer brand, you know.
Let's get into the Super Bowl.
Congratulations.
Shout out to the
Philadelphia Eagles.
Fly, Eagles, fly. ELGLESEGL.
I don't think I'll ever spell it correctly again. The fact that the mayor couldn't spell their own team's name, which she was in the moment, I get it. I did see some videos post celebration last night, and there was some busted up windows and stuff. And the mayor said, "Please do not tear down or climb street poles." And I saw a video first thing last night of they had ripped a street pole and were carrying it through the crowd. But could you? It was not very mindful or very demure of them. It
was very reminiscent of the Black Lives Matter protest when a bunch of people were protesting, and I saw a bunch of Eagles fans.
So, what are your overall thoughts on the game?
I am a Chiefs bandwagon fan. I'm a Fairweather fan. Whatever.
Fake.
I'm fake. I would have loved for the Chiefs to three-peat. I would have loved for it. I am not sad that they lost. I am sad and disappointed at how poorly they played. Like, if it would have been first of all, I hate close games. I hate them because of the stress and anxiety. But Philadelphia beat the bricks off of K.
Yeah.
It was
I think I saw someone
painful.
said,
I was like,
"Is this a national exorcism happening?"
Like, it was almost like you were like, let him get up. He needs some milk.
The Eagles were not playing, and that's why,
Bro.
like, huge props. They came out and they said, we're gonna win this. Like, they gave our offense line had no chance, and they could not find a win. I will say the last catch by Xavier Worthy was amazing to see. Were you watching it by that?
Yeah,
I knew we weren't winning.
Philadelphia was like, yeah, go ahead, get your catch.
Yeah, I knew we weren't winning. There were 2 minutes left. My wife was like, "Is there even any chance?" And I said, "Miracles can happen."
Yeah,
Because miracles could have happened.
Philadelphia would have had to sit down on the field.
If we got that last onside kick, ran it for a touchdown, then did another onside kick, they got it, but then interception.
Philadelphia would have to like snap the ball and give it to us. And
They
hey, go ahead and run that
literally.
back.
I will, like I said up front, though, I am still very proud of this Chiefs team.
Fire the whole O line.
No, I
I'm
know
just
an offensive line coach, and he is amazing. So
Steve Spagnuolo,
that's defensive coordinator, right?
Marty Schottenheimer.
Isn't Steve on defense?
He's gonna come on the podcast soon. Eventually, we're gonna have to know this. He's not watching this part. Who?
No, Kevin.
He is employed by the Chiefs.
Yeah, Kevin Saxon's who I was talking about. He is one of the offensive line coaches. I work with his wife. Very sweet. They have a sweet little baby, and I think it's cool because he got to go to the Super Bowl. No, he didn't. I'm sorry. She was pregnant last year. But what was the point I was getting at?
How'd you react to the loss?
So I'm very proud of this Chiefs team. I will always have love for Kelsey, Mahomes. They did not play their best. There was not anyone besides, honestly, maybe Xavier Worthy, I felt like was the MVP of our team last night. Mm-hmm. And we did not show up to play until, a minute in the third quarter. And then like we were starting to play in the fourth quarter, but there was just no chance and no time. I hate that it was that bad of a shutout, but I am still at the end of the day very proud of the Chiefs, very happy for the Eagles. I think it's cool to see their fans cheering and celebrating. Fly Eagles fly, and go for it. We actually, in honor of the Eagles, made our color, winning the Super Bowl, made our colors green. But I'm excited for our comeback, and it's going to be great.
Yeah, wasn't this one? This was like Philadelphia's first one, right?
No, they won. I think was it 7 years ago?
Oh,
but they.
Oh yeah, this is their second one then.
Yeah,
But this is Jalen Hurst's first one.
yeah, and they had lost the last time they played us. Like I said, was not best game as a Chiefs fan, but for the Eagles, it was fine. Also. I thought about this. This has nothing to do with why we lost or anything. It's just a thought. So this is really the first time we came in. So this year we were the villains of the NFL. Mm-hmm. And the Super Bowl had big hate on the Chiefs. Like everyone was hating the Chiefs. I was playing Fortnite and those lobbies be wildin'. They were talking so much trash that all they would see is me as a Patrick Mahomes character and Caleb not paying attention like he always does. And so I'd be playing Fortnite and they'd be talking mad crap. When I say KC, you say F you. KC, F you. I didn't even say anything back until the very end after like we had won the round and I did great. And I just went, by the way, go Chiefs. And then
is that when you were doing the shooter game, the
ballistic on Fortnite?
And so that's because it's like 6 people on the team.
Yeah, 5.
And so then you heard them all talking trash.
Oh yeah, and so I didn't unmute because at that point I was like, "You guys literally just blasted me because I'm a Chiefs fan. I ain't got time for this."
Oh, because your skin was Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
see, I don't.
And they
know
were like, "Who would ever buy a Patrick Mahomes skin?" I was just like, "Let them have their moment."
Okay. Now I get. I was like, wait, why would they be talking? They don't know who you are.
Yeah,
but your skin's Pat Mahomes. Okay.
Yeah. So I kind of highlighted the Xavier Worthy play because that to me was phenomenal. Granted, we weren't winning at that point, but loved that catch. Were there any plays that really stood out to you?
I mean, how many interceptions did Pat Mahomes throw? But the one that was like, oh, he got sacked back to back.
Is that when he was like
when the other like forced fumble and the hand of the, I was like, whew.
Oh, I was talking about the one where he was mid throw and that and the defense player hit his arm.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, that one was rough because I felt like at that moment we were getting ready to make a play, and then
not that time.
And suddenly they said, "Nah,
not today."
All right.
Which NFL team has the most Super Bowl wins? There are two teams.
Is it two? I knew it was two or three. Patriots are up there. Or are they second? You can say yes or no. I answered the
Patriots are up there.
Okay, thank you.
How many do they have?
Is it 6?
It is 6.
Okay.
They are tied
with the hold on. I don't think, is it the Packers? No, there's okay. I just know that they
Packers have 4.
Okay. So Patriots and oh gosh, who is it? Because it's not the Chiefs.
No, it's not.
We have 4.
It is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I almost said them, but it's been so long since I've seen them win. It'd be
Don't do Mike Tomlin like that.
Who's that?
He's the coach of the Steelers.
Do better. We're not sponsored by them. You want to sponsor us, I'll cheer you on. I miss the Ben Roethlisberger days.
Pitiful.
So we went over to Joel's house last night. A lot of people there. I didn't really get to see many of the commercials. So I mean, I did see the seal one and the tongue one. But I did watch them all later. So I want to know, did you have any favorite commercials that like stood out to you?
Of all time, the favorite one of the night for me was the Nike one, the women's sports one. That was good. Bro, that one hit for me.
It was good and motivational. I liked seeing all the. It was Jordan. I saw Jordan Childs, Caitlin Clark. Who was the first one? Oh my gosh, I'm trying to picture it in my mind right now. Didn't they have the fencer on there?
That's a great question.
No, it was cool. Highlighting women's athletes. And I liked how it said, so win. Basically, so win. They're going to say you can't, so win. That was a good one. What any others stick out to you?
You know what? No, the Nike one, because it highlighted so many female athletes. Sabrina Ionescu, or however you spell her name, I'm so sorry. Caitlin Clark, what's her name? Sha'Carri Richardson, that's my girl, dog.
She was, yeah.
You said Jordan Clark.
Jordan Childs.
Jordan Childs, the gymnast, and the other beautiful women that were in that commercial. Oh my gosh, that one moved me.
Gotcha. I did not see. I actually did not see that commercial until I saw you wrote that. And I was like, "What's he talking about?"
The Doritos one was also kind of funny.
Is that the alien one?
Yeah, that was the alien one. That
where
one,
he was fighting it.
Yeah, that one reminded me of like circa 2000 like commercials where that one was just funny.
There were a lot last night that were like weird.
Well, a lot of the commercials for the Super Bowl now are like preachy and just like a lot of them have like. They're trying to send a message, like, and so the Doritos one was just like Doritos, like, so I like that one because it was just like they weren't trying to like say be woke or whatever. That one had no agenda other than trying to sell Doritos, and I was like, that one's fun.
The Seal Mountain Dew Baja Blast one, now that was funny. Mm-hmm. I was not expecting them to put Seal on a seal's face for a commercial. My wife said something about Bill Murray. I must have missed that commercial, so I'll look at it afterwards. You guys can comment about it below. I also, the Pringles commercial was weird. I don't understand it. Same thing with the cold foam. That was the one with the tongue. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, you didn't see it? Ben was like,
no.
Basically, like he had his tongue. Okay, you'll have to watch it later. If you know, you know. I've actually had that cold foam. It's actually really good. Terrible commercial.
Oh, I caught like a glimpse of. I thought you kept saying like cold phone. I was like, I don't remember anything about a cold phone.
No, cold foam like the.
Yeah.
I have some upstairs. You want to try it?
Yeah, but shout out to that Nike commercial because it had Aja Wilson on there, Sophia Smith, Sha'Carri Richardson, Jordan Childs, Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu, Mallory Swanson, Juju Watkins, all them beautiful women. I can't that commercial was beautiful. I'm gonna post that on my IG like every day. Everyone watches women's sports. KC Current are also playing soon. KC, baby. I'm a supporter of women's sports. We're not talking about it.
No, I'm just... You crack me up. I was mid telling you a story, and you cut me off.
Did I really? Did I do it again?
What I realized is this whole time I've been talking, you've not been paying attention because I've seen you.
Because I was
phone.
focused on the.
You were trying to get all the
people.
You should have done that ahead of time.
I had it. I had it.
I'm
I just
here
couldn't
getting
find
ready.
it.
I was trying to tell you about the Pringles. Like I don't even care about the commercials anymore because you lost that momentum.
No, you were not talking about Pringles. You were talking about the cold foam.
Did I not say that how weird the Pringles one was? And then I was gonna get into the Little Caesars one as well.
They had a commercial?
I'm not gonna talk about it now, but
I did not watch I didn't watch. You know, that's the one thing I hate about Super Bowl parties. People keep talking.
Yeah.
Like this is messed up, but I wish everybody would just be quiet. Like, you know where I want to watch Super Bowl? In a movie theater. Mm-hmm. Quiet.
It's not gonna be quiet. You know
movie theater.
You know where I want to watch it? In my home, no shirt on, no pants on, boxers, a cold can of pop, and stand in front of the TV.
You be sitting around the house with no shirt on?
Bruh, I'm letting it all out. My wife, why do you think she's so happy? She just see this body all the time.
He be doing that like
body yaddy 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 body yaddy 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 yaddy.
I'm not entertaining. No, be for real, Julia. Like your husband sits around the house with no shirt on and no pants. Y'all wild.
Now most of the time it's just no pants. I typically like to have a shirt on, but like if it like in the morning, I get out of bed in my boxers and go in the kitchen.
No shirt on.
No shirt. Who am I? Who gonna get scared? Me when I look in the mirror, but that's it.
I don't think I'm ever shirtless in my house.
Man, give your wife some little love. Like let her see a body. Let her know what she loves about you.
No, it's PG in the house. We keep our clothes on. We serve the Lord.
Caleb, I know you. So I want to talk about some of the performances. America the Beautiful.
Didn't see it.
You didn't? Lauren Daigle did it with, and I should have looked up, but it was the trombone player. They mentioned his name, and I'm sorry that I'm not mentioning it right now. But it was Lauren Daigle is a beautiful singer. It was very New Orleans, like that. What's that called? Is it not jazz? New Orleans, like.
It's like jazz.
Is it jazz? Okay, it was that vibe. It was good. It was very good. Like I was not like blown away by it.
I was running red lights, speeding on the way to Joel's house. I didn't catch that part. I did see Master P was out there doing something. I was like, all right, Master P. Because they had like a big band out there too. Like opening ceremonies were kind of lit, and I saw Master P out there. It's all
Master
good,
P?
Who's Master P?
Yeah.
Hey, he's a hip hop icon.
Oh, okay.
From
John
the
Batiste did the national anthem. Did you watch that one?
Nope. Shout out John Batiste though.
Okay.
Love him.
Let's do a Super Bowl recap episode and not have any responses to any of the performances or things.
I caught the important one, which was K. Dot.
Okay.
TDE.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar.
John Batiste, again, beautiful voice. I personally was not my favorite national anthem, but I love that everything was themed around like New Orleans. They really took the whole city and throughout the whole show put that in there. So I liked that about it, but they were not my favorite like performances I've ever seen on the Super Bowl. Another thing, Taylor Swift got booed.
Not fair.
Not fair at all. She was surprised by it too. And that's the thing, like...
Now that's kind of silly. Like, why would you be surprised people boo you?
I'm pretty sure that's the first time she's ever been booed.
Yeah, but still,
you just came off of this $1 billion Eras tour where people paid thousands of dollars each night to cheer and scream and roar a stadium for you. And everywhere you go, last year NFL, it was all Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift love story. Everyone was cheering for it. This year, they're the villains. And now because she's dating Kelce, she's getting booed. But it also could be because she's might be involved in the Blake Lively stuff. There's drama there. There's lots of Hollywood insider stuff too. But I don't think she should have got booed.
I'm getting real tired of you mentioning celebrity gossip stories.
I'm getting real tired of you not coming prepared to podcast. So we're going to talk about the next thing is Trump was there. So he's officially the first sitting president to ever attend a Super Bowl. Did you see it when he got shot? No, because you didn't see the national anthem.
No, but I did see. I think during warm-ups where he came onto the field and Chris Jones like went out of his way to come shake his hand.
Yeah.
Amber sent me a video clip of that because I had no idea, and she was like, "This pisses me off. Why would Chris Jones do that?" I'm like, "Who cares?"
Exactly.
Who cares? Like if Trump is 6 feet from me, maybe I'm not gonna go like out of my way to shake his hand because one, it's probably why they lost. Chris Jones ain't out here doing drills like he's supposed to be doing. He's over here trying to shake the president's hand. You need to focus, big boy. But again, who cares? Like. And that was a thing that Travis Kelce got hate for because a reporter had asked him about Trump coming, and I don't know what he said, but he had something slick to say.
He was asked, how is it to know like a president is coming to Super Bowl? And he said,
it's a great honor. I think, no matter who the president is, I know I'm excited because it's the biggest game of my life, and having the president there, it's the best country in the world. So it'd be pretty cool.
I thought it was very respectful because even if you don't like the guy or don't believe in him, like you were like, you know what, I don't know his words, but he said it really well. And people bashed him because he basically was like, it's a president, like that's a huge honor, whatnot. But he wasn't like raving about him. I just think not trying to get too political, but I'm gonna say it. I think all the lefts get too offended. And those are things that they should not throw a fit about, him being okay with a president coming when he can't change that anyways. But if you think he should sit there and just bash everyone, then go for it. He was not on his Kendrick Lamar game that night.
Speaking of Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. So halftime show. I want to start.
Go for it.
When I watched the halftime show, I watched it in a room full of people. I have not listened. I don't know Kendrick Lamar's music. I know They Not Like Us. I know that he has beef with Drake. And I've like heard of him on other Bad Blood remix, whatever. So, but I have not heard his music. I will say Katrina was popping off. Now she's a fan of Kendrick and she was all like, loved it. So when I first saw it, I didn't get it. And to me, it was not a Super Bowl. Like it wasn't, I think it wasn't it's a rap, so you have to know the songs almost, but also it wasn't what people were used to as like this big superstar show. However, I have since researched and studied because there was so much that happened. I wanted to see the symbolism. There's so much symbolism in that show, and he's a very intelligent guy, and it made me respect that show and that performance way more. I did not like it at all when I first saw it. I mean, I wouldn't say at all. I was like, that was okay. But after everything, after reading everything, after seeing the different things, listening to the songs, like I didn't even hear him say Drake when we were at the house because there was just so many people. And like, I would have been like, oh, because I knew that's the one thing I knew of Kendrick Lamar. So with that said, and I'll talk a little bit more about it, but I want to get your initial thoughts on it. Like when it was happening.
When it was happening, I knew it was a moment to be recognized because of everything that Kendrick Lamar is and who he represents. And I think you really said it best when you said, I really don't know who Kendrick Lamar is outside of like They Not Like Us and like the Bad Blood. You have experienced Kendrick Lamar through the lens of a white person. Like that's how that's your impression of him. Like you see the mainstream things, like he's won 5 Grammys off of Not Like Us. He has a song with Taylor Swift. This is a Pulitzer Prize winning person.
Yeah.
This man is a lyrical genius who has created albums and told stories in his albums that have shaped and changed the way we see hip hop to this day. And funny enough, he's been beefing with Drake since he started his career, and it's been just wild. But
can I say one thing real quick? So I will say I knew about the Pulitzer Prize. I don't think it's a white thing. I get what you mean.
I think that
because for me,
I saw a lot of Facebook comments on this is the worst one.
Yes,
because and again, you really said it well. You had to go back and really look at and see what he was doing. I saw this post or this little comment about, and I won't harp on the whole thing, but like having Samuel L. Jackson there, who also has beef with Donald Trump. They used to play golf together, and now Donald Trump does not like Samuel L. Jackson. But having Kendrick having Uncle Sam there, urging him not to be too loud, too reckless, or too ghetto. Like, hey, give the people what they want. Because a lot of people's beefs with Kendrick's performance was he has so many mainstream hits that people do know.
And I think that was
play the part. People were upset because he didn't play the role that people were wanting him to play, and he didn't follow the pattern of what people were expecting from Kendrick Lamar. He instead took the opportunity to be a little petty with Drake and give us snippets from his new and upcoming album, and the symbolism of the American flag and the game and all of these things that he gave us. He, in a sense, I want to say he entertained us while we got to see him be an artist.
Yes.
And that was like the whole thing. Like it was so great.
Well, and that's what I love about it now is seeing the artistry, and I mean from beginning to end, the whole picture, because there was so much that happened that I did not see. And I even saw TikTok. The more you watch it, the more you will find, like you will see. And honestly, that's been the way. It's been cool to see. What I was going to say is like, it's really not something to harp on. I don't think it's a white thing, because for me, it's just in my experience, like I just have not listened to Kendrick Lamar. I listen to rap. It's just I never really listened to his music.
And so that's why I said like your experiences of him are through the lenses of like he was on a song with Taylor Swift. Like that's how
I know him more from Not Like Us than Bad Blood.
Right, but your first impression of him was, oh, he's been on a song with Taylor Swift. And then if that's like kind of like what you maybe only really know of him, like you've heard of Kendrick Lamar, you know about his beef, but you never really listened to his albums. But your only impression was the Taylor Swift thing. Like, oh, he's got a song with T Swift. He's probably not all that bad. He embodies where he's from, and he puts that on display for every performance, every show. He represents where he's from, and that's honestly, he's from Chicago, but he grew up in Compton.
I would say West Compton, right?
Right, and so that's where he grew up from. You really ought to listen to his first album, Good Kid,
Well,
Mad
and that's
City.
the thing.
Gold.
I under what you're saying. I actually want to listen to some of the songs now,
listen to the first album
he performed, because I want to see like. I think every song he picked was very intentional last night.
Oh, incredibly.
I did not. So when Mustard came out, I did not know it was Mustard. Because they didn't say anything. All I heard was Busta. But now I'm realizing they said Mustard, didn't they? I thought they said Busta, and I was like, I know that's not Busta Rhymes, but that's the only Busta I know.
Yeah.
But Mustard was there. I was excited about that. We just talked about it at the Grammys, and I was like, he does look familiar. Where do I know him? He didn't win the Grammy, but Mustard came out.
You were funny.
Also, Serena Williams, which we saw the girl. I didn't know who it was. You did, because you said on your stories. I said that was her, which is funny because that's Drake's ex. And you're gonna have to explain to me. You're gonna have to educate me.
What
so the Crip Walk? Is that just the dance she was doing? Is that what it's called?
She was Crip walking.
Like that's the type. Okay,
it's a dance that she used to do when she played tennis, and every time she played tennis on a white stage, she would get fined. The people were like, you cannot do that on TV. You cannot do that. And so she got to do that. Like,
why?
Again, playing the part, doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like, and so again, like Uncle Sam Jackson telling Kendrick, don't be too loud, play your role, stay in the box that white people want to see you in. Like when I recognized Serena Williams and people were like, that's not her. You don't recognize her without a racket in her hand. No, that's Serena Williams.
No, I thought it was good.
There were a lot of moments in the performance that made me uncomfortable, and because it made me uncomfortable, I was glad he was doing it. And so that was beautiful analogy. I thought
just hearing the things that he was able to do on such a public like spotlight was really cool. Yeah. Again, when I first saw it, did not have the same response. Yeah. And I'll admit that, and that's okay. But I did go back because I knew we were going to talk about it, but also I've been learning more about Kendrick and Lamar and Drake's beef. So he wasn't supposed to perform that song because there was cease and desist letters sent, but didn't he say something about they're gonna sue?
Yeah, he said,
right after.
I know you like to sue.
But now when he said, "Say Drake," and smiled straight at that camera, and then everybody said A minor. Yeah,
like, bro.
So it's interesting because I'm gonna read one more thing about it.
Caleb, mind the clock. Caleb, make sure you're not.
It is very good. So, for everyone confused about the halftime show, it was a bold statement to the rest of the elite about pedophilia, hence the modesty of the outfits and the symbolism of America. He was taking a stand for children. He will likely catch a huge lawsuit over this, but hey, you can gripe and complain and be blind and not know a single word he was saying, but has any other performer that you can name made this bold of a statement before to protect children? Now, I don't think the whole thing was explicitly about that, but I do think he made a bold statement about that. Yeah. And I respect him for that because I think the Hollywood elites that do the bad things need to be
how often if you take a look at any halftime performance that's been done the past 10 years, that is one that although it's for adults, your kids can watch it and it's not this is a performance that's not overly sexualized.
I appreciate that
hint of sexuality. Yeah. Like immediately what comes to mind is J-Lo and Shakira's one and people were up in arms about because they were half naked or whatever. Adam Levine, when Maroon 5 did it, he had his shirt off the entire time, pelvic bone just hanging all out for the world to see. It was a lot of the performances are overly sexualized, and he did not do that. He said a lot of other things and did a lot of other things that made white people uncomfortable. But
so yeah, I mean, like I said, it was not one that. It just took me a while to process kind of what happened. Any final thoughts about the Super Bowl?
Not my favorite one. No, I mean the performance. But I won't talk about I won't rank my Super Bowl performances for this episode. Next time I rank my performances.
No. So anyways, let's go to our final segment this week,
That's crazy.
So this is actually kind of a question. Like, if you could wish any inconvenience on someone, what would you wish on like your enemy? Like it's like they're not like you don't wish death on them, but like I wish for you to experience this inconvenience every time you like go through something. Like,
hope you wake up in the morning, get dressed, your hot water isn't working, so you have a cold shower. You stub your toe, breaking your pinky toe in the mix, but you just have to deal with the pain, but you're okay. And then when you get to your car, you notice that 3 of your tires are flat or slashed because then insurance will not pay for a full set of tires. And so I hope it ruins your day, but that you are happy and healthy at the end of it.
I said one. That person calling in today. Like
One day.
Every day they experience this.
And there's a spider or a snake in their car.
Oh my, that's.
What about you?
You could have just said, I hope you wake up every day and stub your toe every single day. Like that would be enough.
No, I've thought this through before.
That's so mean. I am 30. How old am I again? 38, 37. I'm 37 years old, and nothing is more inconvenient than 2 streaming. When you pee and you get 2 streams.
It's the worst.
It is the worst. I feel like a freaking child. Like,
for anyone who doesn't understand, when
sometimes
there's like it doesn't open all the way. Sometimes,
Julia, I don't know if this is TMI for you. I'm sorry, but sometimes when you pee, for men, I'm a man. Sometimes when you pee, it just 2 streams, and one of them is like right on the money, and the other one's in Timbuktu. And you're like, oh my! And you can't fix it. There's no correction,
and you don't have time to stop it in time.
You can't, and it's just.
I mean, you can fix it by doing
Pilates
with your fingers,
but like it's. And then you're just wiping up pee on the floor like a 5-year-old.
Oh, you wipe it up?
You're better than I am.
Just kidding. No,
So yeah,
for real,
that would be a wild thing. I hope that when you pee every time it's 2 strands.
Make it 3.
That's why I know some people that pee sitting down.
Do you know that? So I used to be a CNA. And so
I thought you were about to say I used to be a sitting downer. I was like, what?
no, CNA. Did you know there can be a malfunction with the person when they're born and they don't have that hole?
A urethra?
Yeah, and so then you have to
Shut up.
surgery.
Shut up. Be quiet. Hey, thank you.
Do I not get my segment?
Are you going to stop talking about whatever you're about to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gosh. Jeez, and then it's on the side when they do
I hate
surgery.
you so much.
No, so have you, obviously you know that, well, folks.
Damn squirt bottle. I was going to squirt you.
Well, I'm glad you didn't find it. So you know that I've been, like, okay, do you ever think back to your childhood? And
All
this
the time.
could be about, like, when you, like, maybe specifically in my instance, you were in school and, like, think about to a situation where, like, your response, you've regretted.
Oh,
And you're like, man, I shouldn't have acted like that. I don't know why, but there's only one that ever sticks out to me.
leave it in. Leave it in. That's what she said.
Is it? So I was in middle school. So I had told you I was bullied in middle school, right? I was on the basketball team, and I had moved from, I'm trying to keep town names out of this. I moved from the town I previously was in to the town I was being bullied at. So we were playing in a basketball tournament, and my old town's team was there. So my class, like the kids that I was in school with, and because I was being bullied at the time, like I didn't have that many friends, and so I was around like a few people that like actually liked me at the time. And so I remember this kid who we were cool, and he saw me. He was like, "Hey, Levi," and I literally just looked at him, gave him the worst look, and then turned around. And I have felt bad ever since that day. So Blake Seitz, I'm sorry. Wherever you are in this world, 7th grade me, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I don't know. It was weighing on me, so I had to say it.
I'm
But-
glad you got that off your chest.
My wife said, let's keep the episode short, and we did not. So pray for my wife. Pray for us because she might hurt us. She might hurt us. Have a good night, folks.